Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey, good to see some familiar faces. It's been a while. Looks like it's been almost 2 months since the last one. And for this one, we're starting pretty strong. Full room. Hasn't happened in a while now. So that's great. So tonight it's our 32nd meetup, and it's the first of the year. So great. That's going to be a good start. Before we start, so I wanted to do the acknowledgement of the country. So K8SUG Australia respectfully acknowledge the traditional land of the Kunlun Nation people. We pay our respect to the elders, past, present, and emerging. So we are taking pictures tonight, and if you are taking pictures as well, there's a kind of a Dropbox, or there's a drive on Microsoft where you can put the pictures that you take and see the pictures for the event. So if you're taking any pictures, scan the QR code that will give you access to the box, and then you can upload your image or the pictures that you take tonight. We will upload ours as well. And yeah, please read the thing. Do not delete them, and you can view the other photos. Okay. Agenda for tonight. So we have two different things. So we have the first topic tonight will be a recap and a community panel on the reInvent. And same for the second one, but this time, what's the difference between the two? I forgot.
That's AI, EKS.
Yeah. So okay, so one is on EKS and the other one is more on the general thing. So the mission of K8SUG is to empower the community to learn faster, get certified cheaper, and grow stronger in their personal and professional journeys. So we changed a bit our name. So now we are Cube Strongers. That used to be Cube Stronaut, but now it's been renamed to Cube Strongers. So these events could not run without all our volunteers. So we would like to thank all the volunteers tonight. So there's a couple of them here today, and some of them are not there tonight, but are working in the background as well. And this event will not be able to run without our sponsors as well. So we want to thank our main sponsor, CloudCloud, and AWS for sponsoring the event tonight and providing the space for the event. K8SUG has a global footprint. We started in Singapore in 2022 and grew into Australia in April 2023, and it grew from there. So Canada, United Kingdom, Sydney, Philippines, and this month we will start with India as well. So there's a couple of all the meetups that we do are recorded. They are on Zoom, so you can watch the replay usually the following day. So it's uploaded on our YouTube channel. And so if there's an event in another country that you're interested in watching, but you can't attend it, well, you can watch it later. So these are the next meetups that are coming up. So this one is Melbourne tonight, and then Singapore, UK, India, the first one, and we'll have Sydney at the end of the month and Canada at the end of the month. Okay, have you heard of the blue jackets? There's a couple of them tonight here. If you haven't seen the blue jackets, let me introduce Yongkang, who is going to talk to you about the project, the Cube Stronaut program. Yongkang, please.
Thanks, Ian. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, thanks for coming and joining us. I'm so happy to be here. And almost every month we are hosting Meetup, and we talk about a Cube Stronaut program. Is there anyone never heard of this? First time hold a Cube Stronaut? Serious? You guys all know? So we skip this. Anyway, just quickly. So for anyone want to become a Cube Stronaut, it's not that hard, okay? I tell you what, it's really not that hard. Only 5 exams. Okay? And the 3 of them are actually pretty hard. The other 2 is pretty easy. So how long it take? 5 exams. Most of our volunteers actually, we got our team, part of our volunteering team, we got 6 already. Most of them did 6, 7 months. You don't want to plan like I do 2 years. That's not going to work. Okay, you need to focus on learning. Get it done in 6 months, 7 months. That is doable. My friend is taking photo right now. He did it in 7 months. So you just simply complete all the certification like the CKA, CKD, CKS, KCSA, KCNA. So it depends. My personal preference is do the most popular one first. That's just my personal preference. The reason is it's more popular, right? You got more value. Okay. So like a CK, you got probably 80,000 people certified. If you do CK80, it's good, but only like maybe 30,000 people certified. The rest are, less than the lesser. Okay. So yeah, already mentioned earlier, we rebranded our LinkedIn page. So I created the Kubernetes LinkedIn page. That's last year, April. By the way, I'm the first Kubernetes globally. Okay. So I created the LinkedIn page just to help the CNCF to promote this program. And they keep asking me to transfer the LinkedIn page to us. I say I spend the time to build this. You guys don't recognize my contribution. Just simply take it over. No way. Okay. So 2 days ago, I renamed. Okay. So I renamed it to Kubernetes. Why? We want to be stronger. We want to be Kubernetes. Okay. So you guys saw the mission. We changed it slightly. We want you guys to learn faster, to get certified cheaper, and grow much more stronger. Okay, join us. Yeah, if you haven't followed us, definitely you should, join us. So guess what? In Australia, we already got to 26 Kubernetes. That's only like 10 months. And then globally, we already got to like 1,200. That's 10 months. You think about this. And how to get the cheaper? So I constantly share the discount code. And the training, the best training learning platform, that's CloudCasa. So for our members, you can get the special discount. So on top of the existing discount, you can get the 30% further off, okay? Which is good. That's part of our mission to help more people get certified without breaking the bank, okay? And also, I'm actually always have the problems. So yesterday I shared the deal, the latest Linux Foundation, pretty much every month they are going to have the promotion. So yesterday I announced the promotion 40% off, which is pretty good. And one of the best, tricky point is they are going to increase the price. If you do buy the voucher yesterday, actually it's like for single exam, that's $30 cheaper. Well, I announced via the LinkedIn, our social platform. I don't see many people actually take the actions. I mean, I want to be able to see, but from what I heard is they missed. And now, even you're getting the same discount, like for all 5 Kubernetes exams, 40% comparing to the individual exam, you get 46%, but it's a lot higher than yesterday. If you buy yesterday, actually $90 cheaper. But anyway, just to give you some idea, I keep sharing all these, but I need you guys to help me. So the main problem is I share this, not many people receive this. Last December, there is an even better deal. 598 for Kubernetes. Have anyone know this? No, nobody. I'm so disappointed. Yeah. So you know what? My LinkedIn page now got 45,000 followers, but nobody knows that. So you, yeah. Okay, good. Only one. That's pretty much a surprise to me. Yeah, I'm hoping to help more people. If you guys can help us to spread the news, we can help more people get certified. Don't spend too much money, okay? So that's, why I keep talking about this. Do you guys want to go to KubeCon event? Have you guys heard of a KubeCon event? Yeah? I went to 5 times all using my own pocket money. That's expensive, I know. So that's why another thing, I want to help more people to go here, to have some discount. That's another code. You can save 30% off to join the KubeCon Europe. So KubeCon Europe, actually, that's the largest one globally. North America even smaller. Okay, yeah, take a note of the code. A lot of people told me, hey, you share the 40% of the code, that's great, but I don't have enough money to pay. Serious, but not for people from Australia. So you guys pay like a $395, or now it's $445. It's not a big deal. But for the guys from some other countries, serious, I gave them 50% off discount code. They come back and say, hey, my bank is serious. I don't have that money. You know what? I was trying to help more people. So I announced the Share the Joy 50% off program. It's completely depends on the people donate to us. Depends on the donations. So all the Cube astronauts, everyone got a 50% off code. So I encourage some of the people to donate to us, and then we can help more people. So far, we already did. We got 22 donations. For majority of them, could be 1/3 of them are from Melbourne. Yeah, because some of my friends, I asked them, they don't say no. Okay, so we are trying. The idea is we're trying to help more people get certified, not spending too much money. But for you guys, probably 30% off could be good enough. But for some other people, they don't really have that much money to pay for it. So donate here, and then we go for people who want to request. If you guys don't want to pay 40% off, you can try the 50% off. You can join the wait list. If we have with more donations, I'm more than happy to share with you guys. But we need you guys to help us to drive this program, to encourage more people to donate, to helping more people. Okay. Hope it is useful to you guys. You guys get my points. Yeah, my passion is to help more people get certified. Don't spend too much money. We need a different color, right? I got the blue jacket, which is pretty cool. I also love blue jacket. Have you guys heard of the blue jacket? You guys see this? So I created a program. I copied the idea of Cube stronger. So make it AWS stronger, or stronger. Okay, so far globally, we got 100+ people. So they are fully certified on AWS. And also globally, we got 14 people do jackets. They got a blue, they got the gold as well. So join us to helping more people. So by the way, the program I mentioned earlier, initially we only do the Kubernetes. Now we expand to AWS to could be Google, Azure Cloud, any. So we're trying to help, does it all. I love multi-cloud, okay? I think I've done a lot of talking. I hope you guys, get some idea. You guys can see my passion, right? So we're trying to help more people. Yeah, I need every one of you guys to help us. So with that, let me invite Steve Sennett. He will be our moderator for tonight's panel discussion. So some of our guys, we went to AWS event last December. I had a good time. I don't know if you guys had a good time, but let me invite Steve.
Thank you, mate. We'll get Dale, Frank, and Roshan also to come up as well. Grab our seats. Oh, can anyone else feel Yongkang's energy when it comes to this meetup? It's amazing, isn't it? All right, it's great to have everyone here tonight. But we've also got our panelists here, so I'm just here really to make a good time for them to talk, so we can hear a little bit from each of them as well. So first of all, I think probably the most important thing is to understand who each of them are. starting it with Roshan. How are you, mate?
Good. I'm good. Hi everyone, I'm Roshan. I'm one of the AWS authorized instructor for one of the ATPs from Adelaide. It was my second time at reInvent. I went through the All Business Working Grant program. So that's the program you can go, they're gonna cover all your expenses for free. So check that one out. They have application open in September or something. Yeah, that's good.
Awesome, that's fantastic. We're gonna have to hear a little bit more about that with the Welcome Grant program. I guess microphone's doing some weird things. The next person up on our list, we have Dale here as well. Hi.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Actually, the mic may not working.
No.
Not
I don't know. Maybe.
Testing now.
No.
Testing.
We're a tech meetup.
Third time lucky. Hello. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I've got three microphones. Okay,
Here's what we'll do. Test, working, test, not working.
Okay. cool.
I swear I'm a professional.
So yes, my name's Dale. I am a software engineer at Five9, which is a telecommunications company that's based in San Francisco. I, like Roshan, I was a participant in the All Builders Welcome program. I actually was very lucky last year in that I got to go to both Reinforce and reInvent as part of the program. So I'm very happy to talk to people afterwards. If you want to go to one of those conferences, obviously costs can be quite prohibitive. It is expensive. But I'm very happy to talk to you about that program, that application process, if that's something that you're interested in doing. Yeah, so I'll pass that on to Frank.
Excellent. So Frank, how are you, mate?
Hi everyone, my name is Frank. I'm a solution architect from AWS. This is my second event. So my role is simple. I support my customers and also be a speaker to give a talk.
Excellent. So you gave a talk at reInvent as well.
Yeah, I have two talks. One is about event-driven architecture using for real-time instance. Another one is a stateful cloud architecture.
Excellent. We're going to have some interesting discussions coming out of that, I think. Now, when it comes down to this, I guess there's a lot of different experiences that people would have at reInvent. So, like, we obviously have two people who've been through the All Builders Welcome Grant program, and Frank attending as a speaker as well. So I guess, Frank, what was your experience like as a speaker? Was this your first year speaking at reInvent, or is it another year speaking?
Yeah, probably first of all, thanks to a community event like this for give me opportunity to practice again my talks. Basically, my reInvent talk, guess what? First time I gave a rehearsal in this forum before I gave the reInvent talk to the global. So I think we have an awesome opportunity here. So perhaps you will have a chance to first time hear the latest update and architecture in this forum. Basically, I think my journey for this reInvent talk is, it's awesome. It's very rewarding experience. But to get there, it's needs significant amount of effort and time spent to come up with idea, to compete with hundreds of ideas internally, get selected, and spend hours rehearsal and also demo build. But when you get there, it's totally different because you're on the stage, you're meeting with 100 people there. How you're going to control your nervousness? How you're going to deliver a message? This is also a challenge. So, but all in all, it's a very rewarding experience as a speaker.
I think what I'm hearing from that as well is that if anyone's interested in ever speaking something like reInvent, this is a good place to do it. So if anyone wants to be a speaker, that's an important thing. Excellent. I guess sharing those experiences around, Dale, what was your experience at reInvent like, and especially by comparison having done Reinforce as well?
Yeah, I think for me, hello. I think for me, the probably the greatest shock to the system was just how overwhelming it is. I know everyone says that, it is 60,000 people in one location, and you're sort of surrounded by so many great speakers and ideas and activities. It's this kind of flurry of activity throughout the day. And so for me, I think that was the thing that I first noticed, was that it is the sort of frenetic pace of reInvent. And I remember even after the first day, just after the first day, I got back to the hotel and I felt exhausted. Like, it was just one day and I was exhausted. So I quickly learned that I needed to really pace myself. With an event like reInvent, it is so intense and there is so much information, and you almost need to kind of I guess strategically choose what it is that you're going to do, and make sure that you've got time to take breaks from the conference, that you can actually make time to recharge your batteries. For me, especially, I'm an introvert, so having 60,000 people around me for 14 hours a day is not my idea of heaven. So actually taking that time out, I think was I quickly learned that was the secret to success.
That's a really good approach to it, I guess. For Roshan, you obviously had a bit of an experience as well. So how did you spend that time?
It was pretty planned this time. What I did was last year on 2023, what it was like, I don't know what to do. It was like overwhelming for me. I planned my sessions were on different buildings and so on. But this year, what I did was I just chose one building for one day. So for example, if I had, I just used to check sessions for Monday on it's energy Grand, and just attend those events. Next day, maybe about a different building. And that was something which I did, and it was really good because I didn't have to travel a lot in between the streets, and Vegas streets are really busy. There's a lot of traffic out. And next thing, something that I learned this time was I didn't spend much time in Expo. I was much into most of the sessions, like the chop talk sessions, which they don't give it live, and most of the workshop sessions. I just went to most of those because the other sessions, the breakout sessions do go live. So it's better to watch it live on YouTube rather than just attending the session. You feel asleep over there most of the time.
That's a really good point. The fact that a lot of those talks are available online as well. So making the most of your time. And I'm guessing, Frank, your talk's online, yes?
Yeah, also my talk's online. But like you mentioned, the chalk talk. I really like chalk talk because it's most of the talks is a slide heavy, right? So people attending events like this, all the day you're just watching slides. You have a slides fatigue. But the chalk talk awesome thing is it's on conference. Very few slides and just open the floor. Ask anything. If you're interested, I got prepared slides today for my next talk. If you're interested, I can cut it off. And then we do the on-conference thing, open the floor. You ask me any questions, right? How does that sound? All right, you want to try this talk, it's highly recommended if you have an opportunity to attend an event like that, because it's very direct interaction with speaker.
And I guess going to Dale for that one, in terms of events and opportunities that you have that aren't just things that are recorded online, the sessions, did you get up to any of the workshops or any of the other things that were around during reInvent as well?
I again, I think in advance you've got to kind of identify what it is that really appeals to you, because you have different types of events. So you have things such as Frank said, like sessions, presentations, but you also have things that are more hands-on, like workshops, chalk talks. Yes, and so there's kind of you really have to decide what it is that you want to spend your time focused on. And for me, I found I'm very much somebody who learns by doing. So I really spent my time in workshops. I did a lot of labs. I also just spent a lot of time talking to people. Like I really like how you said that it's important to involve people and to get that conversation started. So things like peer mentoring sessions, peer talks, those are things that I really enjoyed doing. So, but obviously that's just me. Everyone has their own preference.
Yeah, I guess, and looking at this as well, I know we've got a couple of people in the room as well who've been to reInvent before. Does anyone else have managed to get to reInvent before? There we go. We've got a few over there. Excellent. Cool. Now, one of the important things for tonight is also we want to have an opportunity to have a bit of dialogue with our presenters as well. So if anyone has anything they'd like to jump in on with, please do put your hand up. We'd love to hear from you as well. I guess going across each of our panelists, one thing I'm curious about, there's always something you take away from reInvent. One of those memories, one of those experiences, something that sticks there for you. So between the three of you, what was your most memorable experience from reInvent? That one that sticks in your heart. After our parties, there we go. Now, okay, which one? APJ party. There we go.
Talking, most of the sessions, what I would say is it's a place for network. Right? You need a lot of and that's what I did during my first reInvent. But this year I was much more into like as I was a mentor, I had to guide like 6 or 10 of my mentees, and I had to guide them throughout the reInvent. So I would say that networking was most important for me during this year.
Gosh, I feel like it's so cliche, but meeting people. I think the thing with reInvent is you sort of forget a lot of the things. Like you'll go in there, you'll try things, you taught all this information, but the thing that you'll actually remember later on is all the people that you met, the conversations you had. Even now, I still have people that I met at reInvent that I'm in contact with. I'm following their journey, they're following my journey. They'll, periodically just send me resources. So I think there's a lot of value in having those connections. I want to reiterate what Roshan said. I think networking, especially APJ, I'm a little bit biased, but APJ, forming strong connections with people within your region is particularly important because it means that you can take that energy that you can harness that energy from reInvent, and you can bring it back and you can use those relationships, those collaborations to then build on things that you're interested in. So I think that all relationships are important, but especially too with the people that are within your own region. So for me, that's what I've taken away from reInvent.
I think just on that point as well, here's a question for everyone. Who here would describe themselves as an introvert? Introverts? Quite a few. Yeah, okay. Yongkang an introvert, really? There we go. We learned something. But I guess for this, when we think of networking, and to your point of networking, who here thinks of networking and thinks, yay, that sounds fun? We have a few hands. There we go. Who here looks at networking and thinks, oh, that's not my type of thing? Yeah, a fair few. Guess what? Tonight's all about networking. This is what networking actually looks like, not hello, shake hand, here is my business card, let me tell you about my startup thing. Without those genuine human connections, I love that point there. Excellent. Frank, what are your thoughts about your most memorable experience?
Yeah, probably just a second to your comment about networking, right? Just probably 10 minutes ago, one gentleman come across to me, introduce himself and then start a conversation, right? So if you want networking, what do you need to do? You need to initiate a conversation, right? That's the first thing. It's so easy because you have nothing to lose. For me, I think the best thing I got from any event, right, is if you feel this talk interesting and come to the speaker, ask questions. I think that because I have the experience, I create content. I spend hours to create content and create a demo. I'm so desperate to learn your feedback. If you give feedback, make it meaningful, the speaker really appreciate that. And you basically will have a long-term, opportunity to create relationship, right? Build a relationship and have follow-up. So my highlight moment for that this event is the person have a workshop talking about how to better architect the small language models. Today you have large language models, but the concept is it's cost money and it's hard to manage. The construct he talking about is not mainstream. Use lots of small language models together can achieve even better results than large language models with optimized cost. That's what is interesting. Even if it's not mainstream, I thought I want to have a chat. And it's kind of going on and on. I have many other things I can do, but I think it's more important to focus on the person in front of you rather than, it's formal. I miss out lots of other opportunities. No, I actually have joy to miss out lots of other opportunities because I have that very meaningful conversation with people, the person in front of me. So we just carry on with the conversation, and guess what? We went, basically we finished off, and then we know each other. But last week, DeepSeek just released, right, model. I thought, wow, this DeepSeek really good performance with small models. So I just connect the dots with the conversation with that person. I reach out to that person. I thought, wow, he's doing lots of learning from the DeepSeek, and this model, this architecture is going to have a tailwind to be more popular. So you can see, you connect dots, you not just have a conversation, but also you always follow up with that person, so you can continue this relationship.
There's some value in finding people you can nerd out with, definitely. I love that we've got some of the photos here as well. We've got some of the photos from reInvent. So whether that was actually sitting in the talks, some of the different events that people got to meet each other at as well. Really quite fascinating. And I guess this is a good time for us to talk a little bit more about the All Builders Welcome Grant. So obviously both Dale and Roshan know a little bit about this, probably more than I do. So Dale or Roshan, would either of you like to speak a little bit more about the All Builders Welcome Grant? So specifically who it's targeted at, who can apply, that sort of thing.
For the All Builders Welcome Grant program, you need to be within 5 years of technical experience. So I would say most of you can. The program opens around September. They do have it on their website every time. And they just ask you about like, are you from the, mostly they ask you question like which background you from, and they want to take, mostly they would, people from different backgrounds, they would choose it. And mostly it's about, the All Builders Welcome Grant program is about, like they're gonna cover all the expenses for you. So they will cover your fare charges, the hotel charges. They will give you $250 vouchers over there to spend in Vegas. And what else? Uber discounts. Uber, yeah. And you even get a free certification voucher as well. So it's a really good program, I would say. Please do apply for it. It does open around September.
Probably with that. Right. I just add also to this, and there's actually a second one in, but for anyone here who's interested in security, they also do reinforce. That's in Philadelphia. That's every year in around June. The conference is held, and so I believe that one should be opening around
In February,
May. Yeah, coming up within the next few months. Keep your eye on the website. I'd encourage everyone to apply. I think, you know, it's one of those things. I never thought that I would get the offer once, let alone twice. So yeah, I definitely would take the time to fill out an application, and yeah, once in a lifetime experience for me. Yeah.
You miss 100% of the opportunities you don't take, right?
Yeah, it was the second time, and it was really good. Like 2 times to Vegas, all cost covered. It was really a good job.
Absolutely. We've got some fantastic photos up there of some of the different experiences. Excellent. I love the Datadog slide as well.
These are all mine. I look very very self-indulgent. They're all photos of me. But
see your robots?
and then I mean these are my this slide's mine. So
It was on the expo.
Yeah. So we've got some All Builder grant recipients here from all around the world. The Datadog slide. I don't know if anyone. Frank, did you do Datadog slide? I have Datadog slide. Yeah.
Which one?
So,
Next?
yeah. Oh.
No.
Did you want to talk about your own photos?
Yeah. Why not?
These aren't mine. These are. If you couldn't tell.
Hey guys. So you know why I joined AWS reInvent? I just want to show off my gold jacket. So I went there. It's definitely for me, it's just for the networking. I didn't join any session except a few, keynote sessions. I spend more time at 2 places. One is AWS Community Hub. It's everything about the community. So it's a great platform. You can meet a lot of the AWS heroes, AWS community builders. I also met Jeff Bond over there as well. And so Steve was there. Also, the other one is at AWS community, AWS certification launch. That's where we take the group photo of all the AWS gold jackets or astronauts. So we got probably over 60 people here. And not to mention, we met the program creator, AWS Gold Jacket program creator, Jarrett, who was next to me. So that's absolutely awesome experience to me. You met a lot of people, you can learn a lot from your peers from everywhere. So I'm very excited, to join. I'm also first time to join AWS event.
Because I was with him, he was very busy to change his jacket. Blue jacket or gold jacket change.
I think there's a couple of photos of you wearing the blue jacket.
Oh,
or gold
double.
jacket.
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. Does anyone have any thoughts or questions about reInvent that they might have?
I have one question. Could you share something that you have learned in the reInvent that you're going to use in your role?
Okay, so to repeat that on the microphone, anything that you use in your role that you learned at reInvent. I'm going to look at Frank first because senior specialist SA.
I think there are so many things we announced in the event. So for from container perspective, there's some major announcement about auto mode. We have conversation before. It's totally basically I think a phenomenal update in the last few years. I haven't seen such a big announcement in the last 2 years. This is one of the things I should pick up straight away. Today I will share with you some observation and also a demo. My colleague will do a demo. Yeah, that's one thing.
So specific technologies, I agree with Frank on the EKS auto mode, and he's going to show you that later. But I think that that's going to be a game changer for anyone here who works with Kubernetes or EKS. Having that automated deployment option, one-click deployment, is going to be going to make things a lot easier for sure. I think S3 tables as well. I think that's got a lot of potential. I also am really excited by my notes. I've got a bad memory. But I come prepared. Yes, Amazon CloudFront now supports gRPC, which API endpoints, which my company actually will use that. So that is something else that I think we'll probably be using at some point. So yes.
I think there's a really good gem there as well, is that the biggest announcements that can be useful to us aren't necessarily the ones that grab all the headlines. So it is worth digging through some of the announcements in more detail, because sometimes you'll find those little gems in there that are like, this is useful to us.
For me, it was mostly like with because I am an AI, so I was with the mostly with training and certification teams. So I was spending time with them about how new students who want to go into, let's say, who want to get AWS certified, can get certified for free or for less charges, something like that. So yeah, I was mostly with the team and just discussing over that one.
Excellent. Oh, the swag. There was quite a bit of swag as well. I guess I can, if I want to give a bit of a thing, so at the bottom in the middle, we have the flight tags that were available as well. Who do we think could have the flight tag of Kubestronaut? There we go.
And it's AWS certified Kubestronaut.
Yes, the AWS certified shirt. That was quite a nice one. Fantastic. And of course, the different things. So the AWS certified Lego, each year they have that as well. So right now they've got the one that was there this year. So for AWS reInvent 2024, for each year, for people who've gone over multiple years, they have a different block for each year. They can track that over time. Really fantastic. I guess we'll put this up on the screen. If anyone wants to connect with any of our panelists, and so specifically if we're looking for, I guess, looking to find out more from these people as well. So both Frank and Dale are going to be giving a talk after this as well. We definitely want to encourage you, connect with our panelists, find out more from them as well, and learn from their journeys as well. I'm offering, a bit of a last chance for anyone who'd like to, share any questions, but we'll also give our panelists a chance to close out as well. No worries. Dale, final thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the most, I think it's one of those experiences I'm going to have for the rest of my life. It's just one of those experiences that it's hard to describe, but I think if you do get the opportunity to go, I would certainly encourage you to do so. It's for me, it's left a lasting effect because I feel like I've come back, not necessarily being the best engineer. I don't think I'm suddenly amazing or anything like that, but I do think I've come back feeling a lot more confident, I feel a lot more assertive. I feel definitely a greater familiarity, a greater connection with the tech community in Melbourne. I feel like there's more opportunities now than what I had before re:Invent. So that to me is priceless. Yeah, and certainly I'd also too, and just a final plug before I give it to Frank, but if anyone's looking to do any speaking, any presentations, I'm also involved in the AWS user group. So we're always looking for people who are wanting to give. You can be the next Frank, giving talks. Please come and see me afterwards. I'm happy to, happy to have anyone who's interested in giving a talk.
Excellent. Frank, how about you? Final thoughts, mate?
I think just energy. You feel energy like today. I feel a lot of energy when I see each of you. I think that attending any event is about convince we are working on some cutting edge technology. We are making difference, and for your career and for others. So it's more about learning something as a taker, but also give something back as a giver. I think that's why we attend this event.
Excellent. Roshan, your thoughts, mate?
So connecting to that, what I would say was, before re:Invent 2023, I was not connected to much of the people here in Melbourne. I was just new on tech and stuff. And after that, I got a chance to know about user group. I never knew about that one. That was something I knew after I went to re:Invent. So getting used to these groups, you'll get a lot of chance to network with people, learn new stuff. Most of the time, you'll get a job as well from professors as well. And something that I just want to add up at the end is, if any one of you want to get AWS certified and you feel like you don't know where to find these skill sets, which ones to get prepared for, yeah, you can add me up on LinkedIn and I can help you out.
Excellent. Can I get a big round of applause for our panelists this evening? Thank you very much, everyone. So thank you, Frank, Dale, and Roshan. It's been great having you. And we'll be hearing a little bit more from Frank and Dale very shortly. But at the moment, I'll hand back over to Yongkang. So,
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everyone. So now let me come back. Actually, I want to highlight one thing. Okay, LinkedIn actually have the connection limitation. So that's why you see 6 here. So question here, feel free to connect here. If you want to follow me, that's this one. I just can't connect anymore from my original one. That's why I created a new LinkedIn for myself. Okay, that's also me too. Okay, so let me come back. Actually, it wasn't like that way. So before we continue to tonight's 2 very cool sessions, talking about the EKS update and also AI updates, just to quickly highlight, we are constantly looking for more speakers. And I prefer community speakers, people from the community, have more, end user experiences. And we are looking for more volunteers and also for more sponsors. The sponsors is very important. I really hate I have to put my own pocket money to buy the food drinks, but it does tonight, okay? Anyway, so feel free if you know your company or anyone are willing to sponsor us, let me know. And you guys probably see this before. So LinkedIn page, that's our K8SUG LinkedIn page. And I replaced the Twitter to WhatsApp. So because of the one thing, because I sent a message, I shared the discount code, nobody can find it. So create a WhatsApp group can easily to send you guys. And also timely response is very important. Like the one I shared yesterday, cost less, but today it's already increased the price. Okay, the third one is a Telegram. We also have a Telegram group and the newsletter. That's something new. I only created like probably 2 weeks ago. We got almost 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, feel free to join us. So before I hand it over to, I think Frank is the first to talk about the EKS, I want to highlight, don't go home, okay? I want you guys to stay here. And we want to test you. Did you guys actually learn from us? We will have a quiz time. And after the quiz time, we will have a leaderboard.
So based on the ranking, we're giving away some really nice swags, okay? So 3 cool cloud, free 6 months access, which is a pretty good value. And the 50% off code for your Kubernetes exams. And we're giving away 2 nice books. Kubernetes, the Bible book. And there is another one for KCNA. And also, first time, we get AWS sponsors AWS credits. Okay, I'm really trying hard, okay? So we got $10, $20 AWS credits to give away. So after the quiz sum, based on the how fast you answer the question correctly, you will be get to the top of the rank. So then we are going to give away the swags. So with that, let me invite Frank to talk about the EKS related update. Talking to Zoom.
And people online streaming. So I need to.
What's the experience look like? Is it easy? If it's easy, no hands.
It was easier using EKS.
I should give you a award. Yeah, talk to me.
Easy to set up, horrible to maintain.
It's easy if you just do it for fun, for the playground. If you're working with any enterprise, you won't understand. Make a production ready is not easy at all. You have a class created, there are many, many other things, right? What are they? Basically, you need to have a networking set up properly, security, and just make sure all the storage, all the policies, on and on, DNS. So make production ready take lots of time. So we have customer already thinking, EKS is awesome service, thank you. But we still need to manage lots of things, lots of add-ons. And we need to manage upgrade, some AMI update, some security patch I need to update all night. Can you help me? So this is the answer to help customer a few things. So basically, it doesn't work. Everything fails, including this. I will stay here. Auto mode. Okay, I will just make sure. Released to have answer to help customer with these challenges. So what's auto mode about? Basically, it's improved agility. You have a production ready environment when you click a button or you do the infrastructure as code to provision that cluster. It's automatically come with lots of capabilities. You don't have to install, beyond that. Secondly, performance and availability and security, because we already put best practice in, have policy in, you have that high performance environment. Last but not least, it's incorporated with Carpenter as an online technology to automatically scale out and scale in based on your demand. So you can save your money and also provide a high performance compute when it's needed. So how it works? Basically, you start with create a cluster, brand new cluster, or you have an existing cluster, you just enable auto mode. And then lots of capabilities I mentioned, networking side, you have Q proxy, you have a DNS, all this stuff are at network CNI, VPC CNI already enabled. And from storage side, you have a EBS CSI driver and other areas, including the basically the load balancer, all this stuff already built for you. So you can have that capabilities and onboard your workload. Now, the magic happens is traditionally you need to provision compute, right? You manage the compute yourself, but in auto mode, you delegate this capability to AWS. AWS will provision the compute on your behalf, but this compute will still provision inside your AWS account.
And then based on your demand, dynamically scale out, scale in, optimize cost, and then provide monitoring capabilities and automatically update when the new AMI released, or when you reach a day, you need to update your data plane. So this is the whole process to simplify the life cycle. So this is the before auto mode. This is look like. The top side, this is managed by customer. So AWS provides these managed services to offload tasks at the bottom, right? You don't need to worry about global infrastructure, the basic infrastructure side. But as a customer, you still have a lot to manage. You can see all the scaling, network policy, that's about your cluster capabilities, right? EC2 instance, you need to handle the monitoring, patching, upgrade, scaling, all this stuff, and health repair. On top of that, these add-ons, many core add-ons you need to manage yourself. What changed is this. Basically, auto mode will offload lots of capabilities to AWS. And then as a customer, you don't worry about lots of heavy lifting stuff here. You basically focus on your core business and your core applications. And then another update about hybrid node. Anyone run Kubernetes on-prem? Okay, cool. How do you manage it? Do you?
I use Michael K8SUG and I
Okay.
joined the possible.
Okay. Would it be easier if you use EKS to manage on-prem workload? Because you're already familiar with computer on cloud, you're familiar with console, all the APIs, all the integration with other services, right? If you can make it happen for on-prem, it would be awesome. Years ago, we already have a product called EKS Anywhere. That product basically have lots of open source projects building that on-prem control plane. But we heard from customer, hey, most of the time, I don't need that. I still feel I really like the EKS control plane, UI. Can you make the EKS console or control plane to continue using that to manage my on-prem workload, right? So by doing this, you can see the benefits. You have a consistent way to fully manage your on-prem workload. Doesn't matter if it's on-prem or cloud, you can create a cluster, have workloads across everywhere. So that's a very efficient and easy way to manage all your compute. So keep one on that hybrid mode. Another thing is about observability. We have enhanced control plane observability. Today, EKS is the managed services. We do the managed control plane. However, it's a shared responsibility to ensure your cluster is running in a healthy state. For many times, we can see some challenge about control plane because misconfiguration of your data plane, because some plugins, so you cause some threshold throttling in a control plane, or cause some error, API access error. So it's very common to see this challenge. We make this control plane metrics. We have an enhanced metrics released for customers, so you can look into this control plane metrics and then figure out the issue proactively. So this is a very useful feature. Probably now, let's save some time and we can probably just go straight in the demo. I will invite my colleague Andrew come to stage to walk you through the demo. It's already started. All right, we can walk through.
So we're just going to demo, first of all, the creation of a cluster. So we're using the EKS console here. So we can modify the Kubernetes version, for example. We have a cluster IAM role. There's a few more policies that are required for auto mode clusters. You can see it will throw a warning if you don't have those, but you can also use that button to the right to create it. We have some VPC settings. So at the bottom here, we have our cluster configuration and our networking configuration. So on the furthest right, you can see which configuration options can be modified after the cluster is created and which can't. So it's something to keep in mind when you create your cluster. So once we create the cluster, we'll have a look at the resources within the cluster. So it takes a few minutes to create a cluster if anyone's ever created an EKS cluster before. And we can see down the bottom here that we have the auto mode enabled. So that's just when we created the cluster. You can have auto mode enabled or disabled, and you can switch between enabled or disabled at any time. Important to know. See that there. And when we check the resources, we can see that the cluster currently doesn't have any resources. There'll be no nodes, there are no pods, there are no deployments. Anyone who's familiar with Kubernetes, typically you'll have a kube proxy, you'll have the core DNS, but we don't have any of those in an auto mode cluster when it's first created. You can see there are no nodes here as well. And then if we check the compute, we can also see no nodes here. But if we go down where we can see that there are two node pools created. So we have a general purpose node pool, which is meant for your application workload. And then we also have a system node pool that's intended to run your system pods that maybe you want to isolate from your workload. So we'll have a look at the node pools now. Have a look at the general purpose node pool for your application. So we can see here, if you're familiar with Carpenter, we have some disruption budgets, some consolidation settings. And then we have the spec of the nodes, so what the underlying instances are going to look like. So we can see with the general purpose, we have on-demand nodes. We're going to use the C, M, or R instances. We can see the instance generation is greater than 4, so that's the newest generation. We see CPU architecture is going to be AMD 64. We're going to use Linux. Down the bottom here, we just have some statuses. You can see whether the node pool is running and is ready to be used. We'll have a look at the system node pool as well. So as I said, this is for our system pods. If we can see it's still got disruption budgets and consolidation. But if we see one main difference as we scroll a little further down is that it can run on either AMD 64 or the ARM 64 architecture. And we also see we have taints on these nodes. If you see down towards the middle bottom, there's the effect no schedule critical add-ons only. So for any pod to be scheduled to these system nodes, they need to tolerate that taint. And we have the status as well. You can see down the bottom there, you can see whether there's any nodes provisioned with this node pool as well, which can be useful. You can also see that it's using the exact same node class as the default node class, as the general purpose. Yeah, so the actual AWS configuration will all of the instance, like the subnet, security groups, that kind of thing, they'll all look the same. Okay. So next we'll just launch an application. I can show everybody what that looks like. So we have just a sample application here that we're going to launch on our auto mode cluster. It's a bit of an over-engineered app, but it has some MySQL databases. We've got EBS volumes. We've got load balancer services. Yeah, so we're just going to use that as an example so we can see that all gets provisioned. So just apply the auto mode app here. You can see some of the resources that were created there. So if we go back now, there were no resources before, but now we can see that our deployments have started to come up. So deployments are created. The pods will just take a little bit of time, but if we check the nodes, okay, so our first node started to come up already. And if we just a few seconds later, we can see another couple of nodes have come up because we're using topology spread constraints. So the pods are getting spread across the nodes. If we come back to our deployments, we can see they're starting to be deployed. They're all up. So the pods are all starting and have moved to running. And so we'll check the EBS volumes now as well. We can see that, so the PVC is being created, and we can see that that's then gone and created an EBS volume within AWS. So something to note, as Frank was saying, is we didn't have to install any EBS CSI driver there. There was no need to install that add-on. And then we'll just have a look at the services. So our load balancer service was created as well. Again, there was no need to create a load balancer controller. That's built into the control plane. You can see our load balancer here. So these resources here, they all map directly to resources within the Kubernetes cluster. So if we just have a look here, if we just run a kubectl get service, you can see our apps come up here. So I suppose I'll just, we can see it's working as well, but I'll just reiterate, there was no EBS CSI driver. We didn't have to install Carpenter. We didn't have to install load balancer controller. This is all just built into auto mode. There was no need to manage kubeproxy, core DNS, the VPC CNI. Those are built into the node. And so if anyone's ever upgraded a cluster, you know how much easier that is than updating a cluster and all the add-ons. We'll just go to the next one. This one. And we'll just very quickly upgrade a cluster and show how easy it is to upgrade a cluster. If we go upgrade version, we'll just upgrade to 1.1.31. Again, as most people know, this is the same as standard EKS, where AWS controls the upgrade of the control plane in a highly available manner. But the difference with auto mode is we'll go and we'll check the nodes. One moment. We go check our cluster. We can see that the nodes are already starting to be upgraded. So we have, if you can see, some 1.31 nodes there have come up 28 seconds ago. And so what's going to happen is the new nodes will come up, the old nodes will be drained, the pods will move across to the new nodes. And this all happens automatically as soon as the upgrade's completed. This will all happen automatically. So yeah, again, when comparing this to standard EKS, you would have to then go do a manual upgrade of the nodes. Then you would have to go and do the add-ons, make sure they're up to date. But the add-ons are, for the most part, built into the nodes, so you don't have to do that. Okay, thank you. Do we have any questions for myself and or Frank?
Yeah, right. Is it matching the same size or not? Because I saw the different size.
So it will, where do you?
Yeah, the details shows here, but in the UI you can see there are different size or not? There are different size. You mean when you do the upgrade, does it match the same size or different version?
I would have to double check that. Sorry, it's sort of more of a carpenter behavior. Yeah, I can get back to you on that though. Sure.
Yeah, great presentation. I really like the demo. I was just going to ask, what are some use cases for EKS automate.
So basically for use cases, is for customer, like I mentioned today, you have very lean team. You don't want to focus on too much time to upgrade to day-to-day management. So automotive will be a perfect fit. You focus on applications. I would say for lots of large enterprise, maybe you already have lots of customization. You use particular third-party solution. They are not all of them launched on day one. We already have a page released how many vendors or solution we already supported on day one, but gradually we'll support more vendor solution. For example, Stadium, if you use some customized CI, it's not supported yet. So basically, I would suggest you have a assessment of your current setup, your current cluster, and then we have a very comprehensive guideline online. You can check, is this good for you? Or I would say majority use cases, you can use it, no problem. But for some niche use cases, you need to keep one eye on some customization you already made. Yep.
In terms of the scaling functionality that you mentioned before the presentation started, I'm sorry if I missed that during the presentation.
Yeah.
Like, where do you configure the scaling parameters? Like, does that come when you actually define the cluster? Like, how does that match to the customer's requirement?
So today, if you're familiar with Kubernetes world, usually CAS, custom auto scaling, right? So this is a way basically you, based on the management node group, you have node group, basically I have, for example, M2 X large. That's my instance type in my node group. When I have a pod coming in, we'll check, do I have enough capacity? If not, it will scale out auto scaling group. But for that approach, basically is you scale out the same instance type which already deployed in that auto scaling group, right? Based on your workload, scaling out auto scaling node group. That's traditional way. The new way, how you can address these challenges, we call it Carpenter. It's new auto scaling mechanism. Basically, how it works is you have your workload coming, and then how many nodes? For demo, probably you can see there's no node deployed by default until you have workload coming in, pending pods, and then we'll provision the workload on demand. In terms of scaling behavior, it depends on your workload, right? If your workload pod have more and more pending pods, yes, we need to provision more workload, more online compute. It's all automatically scaling out or in based on your demand. There's no, yeah, you can do lots of customization, what type of instance you want to do the scale out. You can have that control, yes.
When is the point it scales up?
Okay. When the point goes up, right? So, for example, let's make it simple. You have one node, and you have a upcoming workload coming in. This one node can cater for 4 pods, right? The 5 pods, as soon as you have the fifth pod coming up, and it's pending state, it need more compute, and then the carpenter will make decision: should I scale out, have another node, or should I scale up, have a big size? So based on your workload, it will make a smart decision. Basically, yeah.
So basically, the first pod needs to fit.
Yeah.
Size the next node, right?
Say it again.
Let's say you have 4 pods
Yeah.
in one node, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have the fifth, it's coming.
Yeah.
So if it's a pod requires not much,
Yeah, it will provide a smaller one.
we'll go with a small node.
Yeah.
But if the fifth requires a lot of hardware,
Yeah.
it would be a big node. Is that how it works?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, it's all automatically. Basically, you can have container. You have basically the pod as a ball, right? If the ball is small, we provide a small container. It's good enough, right? Small size. If the workload is big, we provide a big, big instance type, or we provide more containers. It depends on at that time. Carpenter will do an analysis. Should I make more sense to have a bigger size of node, or make more sense to have a smaller size of node?
Sorry, just to follow up on that, so Carpenter makes smart decisions based on request and limit parameters that you define within your.
It's not a limit, only request.
Only request.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just trying to find the underlying differences between the EKS and target, which we had previously.
Okay.
So even there you had like, you know, the node management taken care by AWS, and we just worry about like, you know, the faults on target profile.
Yeah.
So is it like, you know, just the load balancing and some of the aspects to describe, like, you know, those are the added differentiators? So
Yeah, there are two aspects on this question. The question is, do we have make sure we have audio enabled? Okay, cool. The first part of the question is, what's the difference between this auto mode and Fargate? Fargate also is managed way to manage underlying instance, right? But the challenge for Fargate is it doesn't support, you know, daemon side. There are lots of constraints, but not constraint. It's just carbon design in that way, make it more secure. So some limitations, right? So basically, if use this manage the auto mode, you have the benefit as Fargate, but you don't have any limitations. It's pretty much the same as you use EC instance today. But you just
You can use my.
benefit that
perfect.
on
Okay,
management
awesome.
way
You
that
need a
to manage
Yep.
your nodes. The second
login
question
here.
is much more beyond that, because today
Here.
we not just
I
manage your compute.
Oh, perfect.
We also have lots of capabilities already built in, provisioned by default, like
You-
networking, like
Or does it log in? Oh,
load
log in here.
balancer,
Yeah,
like
I'll
manage
log in.
add-ons. So you don't need to manage these add-ons by yourself. So there's two differences.
Oh, we have one more.
One,
Sorry, should I?
Yeah,
Move on,
one
or-
more question. Yeah, shouldn't
Yeah,
be problem.
Yeah.
Upfront first.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for
Got
the
it.
opportunity.
ready.
So for EKS, it's very easy to create any kind of customized cluster that I want, like cloud edge kind of cluster. So imagine that I want a cluster.
This is a big one of these. Oh,
And
this
this
one.
flow have
Next.
different
Yep.
workload delays between.
Do we need a microphone or no microphone?
I think
Node one, node
That one there.
for example, 10 milliseconds. Node one, node three, 20 milliseconds. Node two, node three, 5 milliseconds. So each of the cost delays are customized and can I create this kind of cluster?
Probably I need to, this is probably you need more diagnose. I'm very lucky to have some very experienced support engineer with me today. More than happy to dive in, because I need to ask quite a few questions to dive deep into that question. Yeah, we probably don't have time to do it now. Yeah, just talk about
All right, thank you for that. Okay, all right. Oops, sorry. Okay, so as we spoke about earlier in the evening, we are talking about reInvent. And for those that watch reInvent, you would know that each year they release some new features. This year, they released 46 releases in relation to machine learning, AI, and generative AI. So 46 new announcements were made. And we're going to go through each and every one of them. I'm only kidding, we're only going to go through a couple of them. I just wanted to see people's faces when I said that. No, we're not going through all 46 of them. We will be, yeah. Yep. That doesn't work.
Okay.
We have not had luck today with technology. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm just, as I said, I'm only going to go through a few of them. And hint, this will help you with the quiz. As Yong said earlier, we do have a quiz at the end, and there are some great prizes. The quiz is going to be based on the new releases that were announced at reInvent. So I'll quickly go through a few of them. The first is, oh, thank you, it's working. Oops. No, it's okay. So the first is prompt optimization. This is a new feature that was introduced. It is, if anyone here is familiar with Amazon Bedrock, it is it's AWS's generative AI service. So this particular feature, what it will do is it will optimize your prompt. So as you can see here on the screen, it will take whatever prompt you input and it will create an optimal model based on that particular prompt. If you wish to know more about this particular feature, we do have links at the bottom. So you can go there and you can read a little bit more about how it is that you can use this specific feature. The next new release was Bedrock Flow. So you may already be familiar with this feature. It was in public preview. It was previously called Prompt Flows. So you can see here what it does is it uses node capacity and it creates an input-output flow. And you use customization in order to control the outputs of your workflow. So here, these are the specific new capabilities that were introduced. The first, of course, was security, enhanced security in the form of Amazon Bedrock guardrails. And they also introduced enhanced traceability. So you could actually use this traceability feature to be able to debug and to better understand the workflow of your model. So that's a feature. Okay. The next one, this one here is scaled down to 0 for Amazon SageMaker. Anyone here use Amazon SageMaker? Okay, a couple of you. So previously, if you were using Amazon SageMaker, you would have to control and to create policies to actually scale down SageMaker when it was not in use. That is no longer the case. What we have now is scale down capacity. So once your demand hits 0, it will automatically scale down to 0. So yeah, really, really useful feature if you are someone who uses SageMaker. Amazon Q Business. So anyone that's not familiar, Amazon Q Business is an AI assistant. They had a number of new releases. I won't go through all of them, but they are listed there. I will mention this one here. This is workflow automation capacity capability. Sorry, so this is not released yet. It's coming soon. But basically, this will use AI technology to generate a workflow model. So in this case, for example, you may have an SOP. You can actually upload that and it will automatically generate this workflow based on your requirements. You also have the capacity to integrate that with Amazon Q Business over here. So this here model will actually ask you questions about your use case and it will be able to detect your specific requirements in order to help you generate a model that suits your specific business need. So that is a really useful feature. Amazon Bedrock, we also do have some customization. So we have support for custom connectors, re-ranking models, RAG evaluation, and LLM as a judge. I won't go into too much detail there because it does get quite technical, but if you are interested in AI, that is certainly something to be aware of. Next one, we have model distillation. So again, this is a feature of Amazon Bedrock. So this here is actually quite useful. It involves a teacher-student model training. Has anyone here used distillation before? Okay, so one. So for anyone who hasn't used it, what it entails is taking one model, what we call a teacher model, and using that to train a more optimal, or a smaller, more optimal model. And in doing so, you're hoping to use that student model in order to be able to train your data, thereby saving money. So you're effectively trying to choose to train a more optimal model in order to produce a more cost-effective outcome. So that there is model distillation. Automated reasoning in Bedrock guardrails. Again, this is a really interesting release. This is actually, Amazon is actually the first cloud provider to produce automated reasoning. So of all the cloud providers out there, they are industry leader in this specific feature. So definitely recommend going into a little bit more detail if you're interested in enacting guardrails in your AI models that is currently available. Multi-agent collaboration. So if you need to use multiple agents and to enact their controls on a specific model, you can use this orchestration feature, which is in public preview in Bedrock, so that there is multi-agent collaboration. We also have Amazon Bedrock Marketplace. Now it's over 100 foundational models have been released. So that's a new feature. Nova, again, this is a new family of foundational models. This was announced at reInvent. Prompt routing and caching in Bedrock helps with cost optimization in order to cache your prompts. So that can be a good feature if that's something that you are concerned about. Enhanced processing and retrieval in Bedrock. So this here is in relation to retrieval, graph, RAQ, and data automation. And being able to use those specific features in relation to in relation to Bedrock. So again, this is a specific feature that is now generally available. Toxicity detection in guardrails. So previously, toxicity detection was only available in text. Now it's actually also available in image. So that there is also an exciting new feature. Updates for Amazon SageMaker Hyperpod. So this here I'm actually not too familiar with. So this is training plans. Yes, going to those details. And then finally there's some more announcements. So try to get through as quickly and get that through that as quickly as I could, because I know we want to get through that and make a start on the quiz. Are there any questions? I know that was a lot of information. Yes.
I think one thing that pops up to me there is that it feels like AWS's AI offerings are getting a lot more mature now. They're starting to get more towards using agents and things like that. Is that your take on it as well? What's your take on the theme of all this?
Sorry, are they getting more mature now? Is that what you're asking?
It feels like the offerings are getting more mature from AWS now. They're getting a bit more towards being useful in a business sense. That be your takeaway? What's your takeaway from it all?
They've definitely made a lot more investment over the previous years. They did, compared to some of the other providers, they did start, they were a bit slower to start, I would say. But as you can see, they've definitely made strides. I would say something like automated reasoning, that, you know, the fact that they're actually an industry leader in that, I think really suggests that they've made some good investments and that they're obviously very much keen in this area, and they want to obviously provide greater functionality. So yes, I don't know that I would necessarily call them in the leading ML provider at this point in time, but certainly they are getting better in that sense. Yes. Any other questions?
Okay. All right. So there are no further questions. Okay. How do we get this? Yes.
Are we all connected on Wi-Fi? So if nothing else, no questions, we're going to test you guys.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't have the questions up already. I'll just. Sorry, I've had the questions up. Okay.
Just to remind, here are the swags, the giveaways, and plus a few t-shirts. And that's a pretty unique version collected from all AWS event, right? Or from a Cubica. Rob donated to us. Where's Rob? Rob is gone? Yeah. That's Cubica, right? Yeah, Cubica. Okay. So we got 3 nice t-shirt giveaway on top of that, okay? So it's up to you guys which one you want to choose. You want to make a decision now. Yeah. Okay, so now let's jump to the.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I was about to.
So you can do the quiz on your phone or computer, either one.
So you can scan the QR code or just type in the password. Once you save it, you can forever, everywhere. Whenever you go AWS office, use the same.
They're gonna go to Oxford in the Philippines, they use the same password.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once you guys done, we would.
No.
So it's hard to say you are using Wi-Fi is better or using your, 4G, 5G. Because Wi-Fi, everyone uses this, right? But 5G is 4G is you are using your own. So the problem you want to answer the question faster and the correct to get to the top. Are we all good? Okay, so now where it is.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks, Dale. She will continue to run the quiz on
Okay.
Kahoot.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to have a quiz. There'll be 10 questions, and as Yong said, we're going to be having some prizes at the end. It will be multiple choice. All of the questions will be based on releases that were announced at reInvent. So to actually join this, you can either scan the code or you can go to Kahoot and enter that game pin. Give it one more minute. Okay. Is there anyone that's still logging in? No? All right.
We'll make a start. So, as I said, 10 questions.
The first question is nice and easy, hopefully.
We didn't say that.
I think we did.
We
We did. Those that were listening.
Lots of hotels and casinos.
Yes. This is the easy question. This is to make sure everyone at least gets one question correct.
Can you move the?
Oh, yes, of course.
Awesome.
All right. Next question.
Okay, one-click deployment, EKS. Okay, awesome.
EKS auto mode. That was the demo we saw.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. There we are. 120 days. Yes. Okay, so this is a feature. What is the name of this feature that was released at reInvent? The answer, the picture may help in answering that question. May give you a clue. Yes, predictive scaling. So what is the main benefit of the scaled down SageMaker release? We spoke about this a couple of minutes ago. Yes. Okay. All right, so TN2 is leading. What is the name of this new reInvent Bedrock feature? So if you can see the screen, again, we spoke about this only a few minutes ago. So if you can think back, maybe the picture might give you a bit of a hint. Prompt optimization. Good job, 28. Got that correct. Okay, TN2 is still leading, but we have 3 more questions left. What is the purpose of Bedrock guardrails? Yes, enforcer standards in Gen AI outputs. Yes, that's correct. And we have a new leader, IT. Okay, 2 more questions left. If I wanted to connect my on-prem nodes to my EKS cluster, what AWS service would I use? Again, I think Frank may have actually spoken about this. Hybrid nodes, yes. EKS hybrid nodes, yes. Okay. Which AWS new release has a teacher and student model? So I spoke about this. Teacher and student model. Remember what that was. Yes, Bedrock model distillation, that's correct. Okay, and AY is in the lead, and we've come to our final question. Which of these events would you most like to see us run this year? So we're doing a survey to see what sort of events you would like us to hold. I will say there is no correct answer to this one. So feel free to be honest. Okay, hands-on workshops. We want more hands-on workshops. That's good to know. Okay, let's see who has won. So, 3rd place, we have IT. 2nd place, TN2. And the winner, drum roll, AY. Okay, I'm going to pass to Yong, and he is going to distribute the prizes. So this here is an honesty system. So, yeah. he will invite you up to.
Awesome. Thanks, Dale. Kahu, actually, I need to learn how I can get the ranking list from 1 to.
Yeah.
So normally, based on how many swags we have, we look from the first one, second one. Then obviously, on the top, you got more choice. Towards the end, you might don't have anything, okay?
Okay, so we have AY was first. TN, do we want to?
So who is
AY?
AY, the number 1? Congratulations. We got more choice. So we need to swap to the screen to show you which one we have.
Oops, sorry. No, I do this. I'll let you do it.
Okay, here you go. So yeah, I don't need to verify as long. So which one you choose? Have we decided? Code Cloud. Oh, that's the best choice. So normally we take a photo, okay? If you guys really don't want to, that's all right. So we take a photo. We are hoping you guys help us to promote our events as well. Yeah. Oh, the future keeps you on. Awesome, congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, what we need is, we need your full name, email address. Yeah, make sure you let us know.
Yeah.
So last time we run 100% of giveaway. Okay, so two of the giveaway, 595 each. But one of the guy, he did not claim. So that's why we need you guys to come back to, let us know. I even sent a message to him, he didn't reply. So last time I drew the 2 standby. So the first standby got the prize. Okay, we got 1 code cloud is already gone.
Yep, and then
So who is the second?
TN2. TN2?
Congratulations. Yeah, okay, take a photo. Yeah, thank you, yeah. So let's do a photo. And again, we encourage, so which one? Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, which one you would want to choose?
Oh, sorry. I'll put that back up.
So we
Oops.
got the physical giveaway, that's the books or the t-shirt. Otherwise, the digital one. So where? Let me. I also went lost. So which one?
It's that one. Yeah.
No, not this one.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So any idea?
6 months.
6 months, yeah. That's one of the best one. Congratulations. Yeah, let's do a photo. We did?
We did a photo already.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, remember, let us know your email address, your name.
And next
The
one is
third one,
IT.
IT. Who is IT?
Yep.
Cool. Oh my God, that's the best one. Congratulations. Yeah. Make sure let us know your name, email address.
And David.
So the code cloud already gone. Okay, no more. Next month, come here, join us again. Okay.
David
So
is next.
David. Who is David? The next one. Congratulations. Would you like?
T-shirts.
T-shirt, yeah. We have 3 size.
It's
I
medium.
think we got a, which one is
Large.
XL? We got a
Large.
M size and also
Large.
the large. Congratulations. He's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, unique. Yeah, can be gone. Thank you. Congratulations. So next one,
NR.
Anna.
NR, yeah.
Congratulations.
Can I please get a Bible?
Oh, that's also one of the best.
Yeah.
So have you guys seen this book, the Kubernetes Bible? Yeah, that's really a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
Can you hold it? It's pretty heavy. Congratulations.
I'll have to check because I can't remember who's after that. Sorry, I don't know how to use your computer. There we are.
No, no.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
There we are. Okay. Nope. That's, I don't
Is
know
that
what
already
this-
gone?
No,
come on.
podium. Podium, view summary. Class island. I don't know how to work this. View full report. Let me stop sharing.
So just a reminder for the winners or anyone join us. We do need you guys to help us to spread the news, okay? Helping more people. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, players. Here we go. So we got AYT and TN2 IT David NR. The next one is Ashko.
Ashko, congratulations. Congratulations, dear. Yeah, I
yep.
think we still have one book in the.
Yes, I'm gonna go for the book.
I'll go for the book. So that's
Yeah.
easy. Okay.
Thank you.
You don't want to take a photo, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and then we have Wackers.
Next one. Oh, I don't need to click. Wakas. Congratulations. Okay, that's also pretty good.
The 40% your one and 50% this one, it will make 90%.
Nope.
I hope, I wish, yeah, but that's not the case. Yeah.
That's not the case.
But that's 50% on top of any single, actually. Okay. Single exam. So it's hard to say. If you want to take the total 40% of actually pretty. But if you want to take this one, only individual.
Only
Yeah.
individual one. Let's go with that.
Okay, so which one are you going to do?
CGA one.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, can you take a photo? So we will get to the exam board. So for the digital one, photo time.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
So for all the digital giveaways, we need you guys to get us the email. Yeah, otherwise we can't give.
We're up to K8SUG 32.
K8SUG 32. Who is K8SUG 32?
Oh, K8SUG. KSUG. Yeah. KSUG.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
bring back.
What do we have left?
I think we still have 50% of exam vouchers.
And the credits.
The books are all gone or AWS credit.
And the shirts.
AWS credits. Okay. Yeah, please. Yeah. So I'm actually encouraging you guys after we finish, you type your email here. Otherwise, we're always struggling after this event finishes. We can't remember who is who the email address. Yeah. Okay. So you're okay? Take a photo. Yeah. Thanks. Congratulations. We still have some giveaways. The next one, no, not this one. Let me close this. Where it is.
Yep. And so that was K8SUG 32. So next one, Manny.
Congratulations. The t-shirt. Excel.
Excel.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Ooh. Awesome. Thank you. So next one, KG.
Yeah, I was giving you that.
No, you don't like anything? Okay. Is a boss tab? Feature, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your size?
That's medium.
Okay, cool, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. So how many we already did?
We've done, so that was, I think we've done 10 because one skipped. Yep.
So we might have do 2 more, okay? So the rest we'll keep for the future meetups. Okay, all right. So the next one, who is the next one?
Chin Mei.
Chin Mei. We don't have any physical giveaway. Yeah, so either the AWS credits or exam voucher. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
You have some tabs and there's a bike underneath. A lot of greens as well.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want the people here stay for the whole night. Okay, so we will get to exam voucher. Okay, let's do a photo. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's give one more. Is that
Use.
Yuzi? Congratulations. Oh, the vodka, yeah, the one more, the last one.
Okay.
Okay, good. Oh, good.
Well done for the first event.
Oh, thank you, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed and come over. We do a group photo if you guys don't mind. Okay.
Cool.
And, yeah.
Cool.
Hey guys, come over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, thanks everyone for joining us.
Uncomfortable event, like.